The Yankees just made a trade, and I'm going to tell you why. It's a bigger deal than you might think, but do me a favor, if you love the Yankees and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. We're 50 away. So if you guys can make a bald Italian guy's day by subscribing, that would mean the world. So thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. It means a lot. So the New York Yankees made a trade. They made a trade with the Red Sox. We're going to talk about Kyle Tucker in a little bit because there's some more juice. There's some more juice left in that orange. It's fun. But let's get this trade out of the way. The New York Yankees have acquired minor league reliever Elmer Rodriguez Cruz from the Red Sox for Carlos Narvaez. But that's not the only thing that the New York Yankees got back in the trade. They also got back international bonus money. And guess who that would be for? To sign Roki Sasaki. Now, usually when a team will post a free agent and you have to just offer him a contract like you would any normal free agent. Like last year, Yoshinobu Yamamoto got a boatload of money from the Dodgers. But it's different with Sasaki this year. He's not just he won't be labeled as a major league free agent because he's being posted, I think, a year or two early than he should. So he's going to be labeled as an international free agent. So in order to sign him, you have to take money from this pool of international bonus money to get him. And you only have a certain amount, but you could go and trade for more if you please. And that's what the New York Yankees did. They went and they got more international bonus money. Now, it does better their chances to get Sasaki, but I'm not saying they're going to end up with him. I'm just saying, it betters their chances. And when you're bettering your chances to improve your team, I'm all for that. So, Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, congratulations on being part of the New York Yankee organization. But the real get is the international bonus money because now you have more money to spend on Sasaki, and that's a gigantic deal. That's a huge deal. We'll see if the Yankees are able to sign him. Brian Cashman said earlier on in the day that they do plan on having a meeting with Sasaki, and they are preparing a beautiful, wonderful presentation for him. Hideki, I hope he's there. I hope Masahiro is there. I hope they're both there so they could say how great it is and being a part of the Yankee organization. But in getting Sasaki would soften the blow. And getting Sasaki right now at the sum, getting Sasaki to be a member of the New York Yankees to some is a long shot. And it might be because he probably wants to play for LA or a small market team as reported. But in getting Sasaki, if the Yankees are successful in doing that, it makes trading Luis Gil more palatable, if you will, more tolerable. Because that's the guy that the Astros are interested in if the Yankees want to even sniff a Kyle Tucker trade. Now, the latest on that, the Cubs have offered Seiya Suzuki, Isaac Paredes. I've reported that in my video earlier on. But now the Astros said, okay, Cubs, good start. We covet Isaac. We did last year at the deadline, but you outbid us to get him. Congrats. But we love him, so we'll take him. We'll take Seiya Suzuki too. He'll be on our team for the next 2 years. We'll take him. But we also want Matt Shaw, who was the Cubs 2023 first-round draft pick, or Cam Smith, who was the Cubs 2024 first-round draft pick. And the Cubs are kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. The New York Yankees have Luis Gil, who the Astros covet. Yeah, the Yankees covet him too, and that's going to be a tough pill to swallow if the Yankees do make that deal. Because I would love it in trading Gil if the Yankees could sign Tucker to an extension. That would make the most sense, right? Well, there's a report that Tucker will like to test free agency, so signing him to an extension is all but out the window. but that did not scare the Yankees. That has not scared the Yankees away. In fact, Jack Curry just reported that the Yankees are prepared to offer a very big package for Kyle Tucker to the Astros. And in fact, a Yankee executive did say that they are not scared about Tucker being a potential one-year rental. So there's that. I think the Yankees are really going to try hard for Tucker. And I think the Yankees have the potential to blow the Astros, to blow the Cubs offer out of the water, and to convince the Astros, hey, we have the best deal. We're giving you a starting pitcher with 4 years of control. We'll give you a corner infielder in Ben Rice. Do you want Spencer Jones? Do you want Roderick Arias? Do you want George Lombard? Pick one. We'll trade you one. Do you want Caleb Durbin? We'll trade you him instead. Major league ready infielder, could play third base, shortstop, second base. That's valuable to the Astros. That's what they want. You go and you make it happen, and I think the Yankees are going to try their damn best to make it happen. You see what pitching is netting you now. Look what the Red Sox had to trade for Garrett Crochet. 2 years of control. Keel has 4 years of control. If he can net you Kyle Tucker, that's a huge win. You just better pray. If you're a Yankee fan, you better friggin' pray that boy signs when he becomes a free agent and that the Yankees are willing to pay him. I think they will be, though. Tucker, a tremendous athlete. He has a 30 stolen base season under his belt. He's a better base runner than Soto. He's a better fielder than Soto. Offensively, Soto takes that, but Kyle Tucker's very good too. He's a very good left-handed bat. I saw an interesting comp to Tucker earlier, and I looked at the stats. It's right there. Paul O'Neill. But Tucker has a little more power than Paul O'Neill did. But Paul O'Neill, and I think that's a great comp. It is. O'Neill barely struck out. Kyle Tucker doesn't strike out. He strikes out less than Juan Soto. Kyle Tucker, in 5 major league seasons, he does not have a 100 strikeout season. The most he struck out in a year is 95. The kid's a tremendous baseball player. I think he's totally worth it. And then you bring him in here. You convince him, hey, this is a really great place for you to play, Kyle. I think he could be convinced to re-sign here and be brought back. I think he's worth the gamble. Unfortunately, Juan Soto was not. That breaks my heart to say that because I loved Juan Soto as a baseball player. I still do. I wish him nothing but the best. But now the Yankees have to move on. And it appears they're going to potentially move on to Kyle Tucker. And man, what a way. What a way to improve your team in losing a guy that some deem irreplaceable. Kyle Tucker, maybe not as good offensively, but better defensively. Better on the bases. I think the kid makes a lot of sense. Only 27. Bring Kyle Tucker to the Bronx.